The Templates tab allows you to manage and create different designs that you can assign to specific teams. To get started, you can either use and customize some of our pre-made templates, or you can create from scratch. The first step is to name your template. I'm going to make this one for my marketing team, and then head over to Add Block and begin designing. Let's start with a profile photo. Then I think I'll add a title and assign this as a first and last name. Next, I'll add a subtitle, which I'll assign to show a person's position, and I'll add another subtitle that I'll make the organization. Now, let's get into the buttons. I like to have a download contact button. This allows someone who's visiting your link to download contact details directly into their phone book. Then, how about some social buttons? To add these, click Add Button. We have a ton of options here, but in this case, I want to add a cell phone number, an email, and let's leave this as a website and a LinkedIn. Now, there are two types of fields, dynamic and static. Dynamic fields, as I'm doing here, program each button with user detail, which means it will automatically pull information from each contact that is assigned to this template. Static fields, on the other hand, I'll show by using these wide buttons. By manually filling in each field, everyone's button will link to the same place. So I'll add the company website, the company LinkedIn page, and how about a link to our case studies? But I'll assign this last button as a dynamic field and have this link to the individual's landing page. You can use the double lines on the left-hand side to rearrange any block that you'd like. And you can even add spacers. I want to create a little more space between download contact and the rest of my wide buttons to make the download button really stand out. Speaking of these wide buttons, if you'd like to remove or change that internet icon that you see, simply click on the eyeball or the drop-down right next to it. Let's dive into colors. If we go over to background at the top here, we can either use a solid color or a gradient. So let's find a color scheme that I want. You can also type in a specific hex code to match your branding. I'm going to go back and edit the color of these buttons to fit my branding as well. I'll take a moment to make all of them match. You also have the option to change the font or the colors of the text as well, and you can even customize each block individually if you'd like any of them to stand out more than others. Now let's navigate to the Settings tab at the top, where you'll see the SEO options. These settings are important for ensuring that your link appears correctly when shared. We suggest using dynamic fields and placing the first name, last name, and position in the page title, and the organization in the description. When you've decided your template is complete and ready to go, hit Save or Save and Exit, and it will be added to your templates library. You can always duplicate a template to remix it slightly for a different team, or you can select the gear button to make edits to an existing template. And that's it. With these steps, you should now be able to create and customize templates within the app.